What's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. Welcome to the first Reading the Comments video of our new schedule. If you guys didn't already know, Darren and I have now a set schedule for reading the comments. We're going to do all of that on Sunday, as well as bring to you some news. But since there's not a lot of news to talk about this Sunday, we're just going to go ahead and read the comments from my last two videos. And all of the comments are going to be on the topic of Captain Marvel. And yes, I'm talking about both Captain Marvel's Shazam and the movie that recently just dropped, starring Brie Larson. There's a lot to talk about. You guys definitely have a lot of opinions on that, but let's jump right into it. Let's go ahead and read the comments from the Shazam early reaction videos. I was super excited to hear that. So if you guys didn't already know, I put out a video that detailed some of the earliest reactions to the Shazam movie. WB seems to have a lot of confidence in this movie since they released the embargo, the social media embargo, a month ahead of time. And I can't remember a movie that DC has had this much confidence in releasing since, well, Aquaman was actually one of the only movies that they seem to have confidence in, but this one, releasing the embargoes a month out, this one seems to be following the trend of Aquaman. Hopefully we got some momentum going now, but let's go right into it. So, the original Where My Hug At, though, says, did you hear about the supposed Suicide Squad roster? It looks like it already has me on board with characters like King Shark and Polka Dot Man. Also, there's rumors that Black Adam will begin production earlier than thought because Shazam's early reviews. So I did hear about the Suicide Squad roster. At least I heard about King Shark. I didn't read into all of the other characters so far, and I actually don't know who Polka Dot Man is. So if you guys know who that is, let me know in the comments down below. I'll have to do a little bit more digging and research on that. But King Shark, I haven't read too many comics with King Shark in it, but I was watching the Flash CW show where they did a really good job with King Shark. The effects look really good for a TV show budget, and I really enjoyed the episodes with King Shark in it. So though I haven't continued to watch The Flash after season 3 or 4, I did like what they did in that medium, television medium. So I'm really excited to see what the new Suicide Squad roster might entail and how it's going to tie into the greater universe. But yes, it looks like Black Adam may go into productions earlier than thought because of Shazam's early reviews. I hope that is the case, and I hope there are some references to Black Adam in Shazam as well. Who knows? There's been some rumors. I don't want to go into the rumors, you know, but hopefully there are some references to Black Adam. And there was another rumor, and I didn't fully read the article, so I didn't make a video on it, but there was another rumor that Hawkman and there was another character, but Hawkman may appear in the Black Adam movie as well. And I don't know how that's going to tie in together, but that sounds really exciting. So if we get like 2 or 3 new characters that we haven't seen on screen before in this Black Adam movie, that just gets me even more hyped. So thanks for the comment. So Dan Fancast says, who's your favorite Shazam / Marvel family member other than Shazam? I replied to this one actually, and I said Freddy had to be my favorite, both in the comics and in the movies. He's just that one guy who reminds me of one of my best friends who's always joking around, has something smart and witty to say, and it looks like it's going to carry over into the movie as well. If you guys have seen the early clip or the sneak peek clip that just recently released with the Aquaman release, you know, Freddy and Shazam / Billy's interactions are hilarious. I'm really excited to see how that dynamic's going to play out throughout the whole movie. So that is my favorite Shazam family member. So if you guys have any other ones, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know why, and then maybe we can talk about it in our next video. Leroy Kong says, we must all get Shazam to the billion like Aquaman. We can do this. Shazam is going to rule big time. You know what? I hope it does. I hope it's that successful, but given how this movie includes a character that no one is familiar with, you know, Aquaman was introduced in BVS, then he got more screen time in Justice League, then he gets his own movie. No one knows who Shazam is at all. Unless you guys follow the comic book news like we do, or if you read the comic books. So while I would hope it could get there, and the quality looks there to me, I'm not sure if it's going to reach 1 billion. I hope it does, but I'm sure we'll cover that news when it arrives. Okay, Colin C says, Best comic book movie news I've heard all day. April can't get here fast enough. Yes, April is going to be a packed month. Not only is Shazam dropping, the new, I know, and we haven't covered it as much, but the new Hellboy movie is going to be dropping in April, I believe, too. And then we got Avengers Endgame. And, you know, say what you want about Marvel movies. I am super hyped for Endgame. And Hellboy, you know, it's been flying under my radar. We haven't done a lot of video reviews or reactions about the new trailers that have dropped, but I'm excited for that too. So, you know, hopefully it's a movie that hopefully all of these movies are, you know, of really high quality that gets fans like us who are movie fans to go out and read some more comics. So I'm really excited for that. Yes, April is going to be a hell of a month, and it's going to be taking a lot of my money because whenever I go to the movies, I'm always buying popcorn. I'm buying popcorn, food, candy, and all that stuff. So I know I'm going to do that for these movies for sure. All right, Jeremy Klein says, do you remember all the hate the costume was getting? We've come a long way and it looks like the movie is going to be a huge hit. They beat Marvel to the punch as far as getting kids-centered film out there first. Yeah, you're right. I know Marvel has plans of making a Young Avengers movies. I believe it's in development. Don't quote me on that, but I heard it was in development, and they don't have a movie like this. This is it's a pretty unique movie in terms of you know, superhero movies because, you know, there's no ideas original anymore, and there's always a movie that feels like another movie, a story that's been done before. But you know, it's these directors putting their unique take on these common themes, and yeah, I'm excited to see a kid-centered film out there. I talked about that in my last video too. And yeah, I do remember how much hate the costume was getting. I understand if you guys didn't like it. I actually was okay with the costume. One of our most popular videos on this channel was my first defense of the costume. So many people watched that video, and I got a lot of hate comments and I got a lot of support comments, but I think I got more hate comments than anything because I was a supporter of the costume and I still like it. I think it feels like the tone of the movie, and it feels like it's going to match the tone of the movie. So yeah, and it does look like it's going to be a huge hit. So LOL on below says the costume is still bad though. Bad as in it could be a hell of a lot better. Jeremy Klein says, my only slight gripe is that the battery lit display, but other than that, it's a very classic and golden age. Yeah, and that battery lit display is actually not even lit electronically because David F. Sandberg had mentioned that he used practical effects to make the glow on the gauntlets and on the lightning bolt. So there's that. Firestorm says, I have kind of wondered about when they do sequels, how will they deal with Billy getting older in real life? Will they just explore him maybe as a teenager? Something to think about. And yeah, that is definitely something to think about because we all know this movie, given the reactions are so positive, we all know that this movie's going to get a sequel. Well, actually, we don't know that. I'm just highly speculating that this movie will get a sequel, and the kids are going to grow up, you know. And Billy looks like he has a lot of growing to do himself. The actor, Asher Angel, looks like he has a lot of growing to do, and you know, maybe it's the case we get something like the Harry Potter films, where you know we get the same cast, we see them grow and we see them develop, and that'll be awesome. I would think that'd be great, and you know, who knows what's going to come later on. Maybe we get some sort of Kingdom Come storyline. We get Shazam and an older Billy. That's thinking way down the line, but that would be awesome. Stuart Rubio says, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. Nothing but positive news without any criticism means the movie is either mediocre or it sucks. And then spam account on the bottom says, there's people that hate on every DC movie saying it was good. I'm 100% sure Shazam will be great. And you know, I get your hesitation with embracing all of these positive reviews because, you know, we've been burned before, you know, but looking at the trailers and the extended clip, at least, you know, from my opinion, this movie, it looks fun, it looks engaging, it looks like you could bring the whole family to it. Not that I'm always looking for family-friendly movies, but it just looks like a good time out to the theaters, and I don't always need some world-ending, super heavy plot. Sometimes I just want to go have fun and watch a movie that really lightens my mood, and again, I do love the story from the comics, and I think it's going to be translated well, at least from what I've seen. So, you know, it looks great to me, and I'm probably going to be looking at it with a biased set of eyes because I really love DC characters. I love DC stories. I want to love this universe, and I pretty much liked on some level every DC movie that has come out. Even the ones I heavily criticize, I still like to an extent. So I'm hoping you're wrong, and I'm hoping that all the reviews are right. So last one here, we'll say it says Superman23 says Shazam is better than Captain SJW. So yeah, so we're gonna get into some more Captain Marvel stuff in the next part of this video, but for me, I'm already more invested in the character of Shazam, more so than Captain Marvel from the comics. To be honest, I haven't read anything from Captain Marvel. I do own a few comics. I haven't read them yet with Captain Marvel in it, but yeah, I'm already invested more with Shazam. So if you guys have not read, I am a fan of the New 52, Jeff Johns' run of Shazam. It's really short, but I am a fan of that. So check it out. If you guys haven't, check it out before the movie. I think you'll really be surprised when we watch the movie about how many scenes they've taken and put into the movie. So my question to you guys before we leave this topic of Shazam is, do you think there will be a reference to Shazam's original name in the actual movie? And if you guys aren't aware already, Captain Marvel was, Shazam's original name was Captain Marvel before some rights issues happened and Marvel took the name for themselves and created their own Captain Marvel, which caused, you know, Shazam to become the new name of DC's character. So let me know what you guys think. Will there be a reference to Shazam's original name in the movie? David F. Sandberg has done a lot of social media talk and just kind of teasing us with stuff like that. I'm wondering if he's going to put it in the movie. I think there will be, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, let's get into the Captain Marvel side of things, and I'm talking about Brie Larson's character, Captain Marvel. So Darren and I both saw the movie. If you haven't checked out our review, make sure to check it out. I'll link it at the end of this video, and I'll link it here. But check out our review. It was mostly my review, and then I called up Darren on FaceTime and I included that in the video to let you know what he thought. But yeah, so let's get into the comments. So Jack Michael says, light spoilers, and spoilers ahead from this point on, guys. Just want to let you know, and you have been warned. Last warning, spoilers ahead. Okay, Jack Michael says, light spoilers. Just saw the movie. I really liked the film, but to be honest, she was the weakest link. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt and say it was direction, but at the same time, Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn were really fun, so I'm not sure if I can. Carol as a character was just so monotone and interesting, with very generic, witty lines and no emotion, despite the strong theme of her having trouble controlling her emotions. Overall, the movie was fun, but her performance left something to be desired. And I couldn't have said it better myself. You said it way better than I probably did in my review. But yeah, I agree with you. Though I did enjoy the film, I think the supporting cast did a lot of the heavy lifting. I did think Brie Larson was a little monotone. It made sense for parts of the movie for her to be like that, but I think she actually shined in the moments that didn't have a lot of dialogue. I think that's where I liked her body language and her eyes to kind of captivate you. But when she had to deliver those lines and during the action scenes, the little jokes, it just didn't do it for me. But yeah, her as a character didn't quite capture me yet, not yet sold. I'm hoping the Russo brothers have a good plan for her in Endgame, so that way we can become a little bit more invested in her. Yeah, so Spank Me Santa says, politics aside, I think the movie was incredibly boring, 4 out of 10. And then Jack the Ripper on the bottom says, I respect your opinion. So yeah, a lot of politics that played a part in the whole conversation around this movie. He gives it a 4 out of 10, found it boring, and I could see why someone would find this movie boring. It's quite a slow burn, especially in the beginning, so pacing issues could come into play for some people, so I get why you would do that. So let's go Nat So High. Nat So High says, I know 100% that over half the people in your comments have not seen the film and are just writing made up shit. If you haven't seen it, leave it at that. Who the hell goes out of their way to leave fake comments? Weird people, that's who. And I responded to this because there was a lot of controversy, and I have no doubt that there are people leaving comments about it that haven't watched the movie yet. And that's fine if you guys didn't like the movie, but I would just say this. Give the movies a chance, watch the movie, judge it for yourself. Don't let anyone force feed their opinions and change your opinions before you can actually watch it. I respect your decision not to watch it if you don't want to, but maybe don't say the movie sucks without watching it, because that just, it doesn't say a lot about you guys if you guys are doing that. So she says, oh yeah, so I responded to Nat So High. Thanks for commenting there. Agent Super Argo says, in my opinion, it was good. The average moviegoers were out in full force and clapping at the end of my sold out show. Just saying. Yes, and Darren and I watched it opening night, and you better believe all the hardcore Marvel fans were out there cheering, and at some points overly cheering some parts. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys calm down. It was just a cat. At least that was my opinion. But yeah, especially when you watch it in a theater like that, you're definitely going to enjoy it a little bit more, I think. You know, the energy of the room kind of excites you, and that's what it did for me, for sure. And yeah, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was a perfect movie, but I enjoyed it. Jose Alvarez says, I thought Captain Marvel was good. The trailers were but a good time at the movies after a rough day. Yeah, you're right. I watched it on Thursday. You know, I work on Thursdays, teach classes, and I was tired. I was looking forward for a good time at the theaters, and I got that, and I enjoyed it. I didn't agree with all the decisions that were made in the movie, and since this is going into spoilers, because I did warn you guys about spoilers, the biggest thing that pissed me off was the Nick Fury eye thing. I get why they did it. It was kind of a misdirect. It just pissed me off. But yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. Maybe it's because I'm not as invested in this character as a whole so much. Not as much as the DC characters I love and watch, but maybe that's why I didn't mind it. All the whatever flaws it had, maybe I didn't mind it so much because I wasn't invested as I would be if it was a DC movie, for example. But yeah, I had fun with it. All right, let's go. Last one for today for Captain Marvel. Henry Bakerville says, I didn't like the movie at all, but I gave a like to your video because of your non-toxic attitude. Loved when you said you went to see it just hoping to have fun. Sad I haven't, but it's refreshing listening to reviewers not eager to spread toxicity and bad vibes. I commend you for that, and if you like the movie, good for you. At least somebody had fun. Keep up the good work and your healthy attitude. Just for that, big thumbs up. And then also, there's a conversation thread on the bottom there. Thank you, Henry, for your comment here. And I agree, you know, as a part of this YouTube channel, I'm definitely listening to a bunch of people's opinions and things like that. And all of the controversy surrounding this movie, I get it. I get why a lot of people are so quick to bash Brie Larson and everything. I didn't even, you know, she was pushing her agenda, her feminist agenda, full force going into the promotion of this movie. I didn't think it carried so much in the movie at all, and I thought that was okay. And again, if she has those beliefs, that's cool. Everyone is entitled to those things, but the way she said her words and pushed it really turned some people off, and I was just getting a little bit tired of it. You know, I wanted to just watch a movie. I want all movies to be good because one, I'm spending money on it, so I want to get my money's worth, and yeah, so. You know, I was kind of tired of hearing all the toxic stuff about the movie, so I kind of just stopped watching all that stuff just so I can come into this movie and kind of watch it with a set of fresh eyes, though I did know about her controversy. So I was talking amongst my friends before the movie about it, but yeah, it didn't affect how we enjoyed the movie. So, you know, I hope Brie Larson kind of realizes, you know, she has a big platform and the way she says things are really going to be criticized, especially at that level. So we'll see if she continues to act the way she's acting, but hopefully we don't have a lot of this controversy in the future. And yeah, let's just go to the movies and have a good time. That's my attitude. So my question to you about Captain Marvel is, if you have seen it, for all of you guys who have just recently seen it and haven't commented yet, let me know what you guys thought about Captain Marvel. Did you feel that Brie Larson is someone that Disney might have made a mistake in casting, or do you think she fit the role perfectly? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. It really will help the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
What is going on, everyone? Just as a reminder, me and Rob are going to start doing a schedule for our channel. So we're going to start posting Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then we're going to post our viewer comments on Sunday. You're going to see our schedule right here. And yeah, so if you guys do post any comments throughout the week, or if you guys ask us a question on any of our social media platforms, we'll definitely post it on our Sunday video. So definitely look forward to that, and look forward to some more changes in the future. You guys have a good one.